I'm John.
And I'm Nancy.
And we are J&N Travels. Welcome again. Thank you again.
Yes, for joining us on this lovely Wednesday afternoon, very sunny and 75 out today.
Right. For our chat, our news chat, and then we'll talk a little bit about travel. And boy, is there a lot going on in travel right now. It's going at a fast pace right now. Both land travel and sea travel. It's getting close. So, we're sitting in finally, 74-degree weather?
Yeah, I said 75.
Oh, that was okay.
Yeah, I already said the temperature. They said it was 75 today.
So a beautiful day for us. So we do this, and then I head to work, and we thank everyone for coming in. One quick story to show you how quick things are going on is we put out a video a couple of days ago on this because it just took me totally by surprise. Nancy works for Father's Day and Mother's Day, so the kids decided to take us out Sunday for brunch. We've been feeling comfortable going to public places or crowds, we should say, for the last year for obvious reasons. So my daughter and son-in-law actually went to the restaurant the week before, sat there, came home, said, "Dad, everything's great. Everyone wears masks, scooping the food, blah, 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 blah." So I said, "Great."
They assured us everyone was being, cautious by wearing masks. So we're like, okay, we're on board. We'll go.
So we sat there at a table over on the side, and all of a sudden the waitress comes up without a mask. The omelet lady would then have a mask. So at that point, we said, we better run up and grab our food because
no one
had masks. Right, we had our masks on.
We had our masks on. We went in with a mask. We sat at the table with a mask. We went up to get our food because it was a buffet with a mask on. And when we came back to the tables, we took our mask off, obviously, to eat. But there were people that did not wear masks.
Right. Well, no one did. And that's the thing. So we ran up, grabbed our food. We were in there early. And so let's grab it before people get in line. Because we didn't know how people were going to be. And all of a sudden the line gets up there. No one wearing masks, leaning over the food, scooping the food. Talk about feeling uncomfortable, right? And the thing that got me the most was there should have been a sign or something saying that the protocols have changed.
Yeah.
Because this had happened over the course of maybe 24 or 48 hours.
Yeah.
We hadn't even heard that.
No, we hadn't heard anything,
For into it. So that was our experience.
But the food was delicious, I must admit. It was a lovely buffet, and it was nice getting together with our daughter and her husband and our son and his girlfriend. It was nice.
Right.
So
I guess then before we get into the news, let's quickly look at the chat here. Cherubim 87 joined us much earlier. Thank you for coming in. Your favorite name, Maxwell Smile.
Oh, Maxwell, yes.
Thank you, Maxwell. Ella, a friend for the Philippines. She is actually a carnival worker, and she's been anxiously waiting for Carnival to get back to her and call her back to this ship.
A long wait for you, Ella. I hope it comes soon.
Bashan Maween, thank you very much for coming in. And what is the time over in the Philippines right now? Because usually when Ella comes into our lives, she's getting up for a water break or something in the middle of the night.
In the middle of the night, wow. Because, I don't know the time.
TJ, thank you very much for coming in. Let's see. Travel around. Welcome. Mellow Nomadic Adventures, thank you very much for coming by. Sweden, Kentucky. That's where Mellow Nomadic Adventures is, Kentucky.
Oh, okay. It's called Sweden?
Yeah, Sweden. TJ says, stop bragging about your 75 degrees when it's 90 and 100% humidity. Yeah, I know. He's true. It's right, though. I'd much rather this than that.
Yeah, I don't like it really hot. I like it 70 to 75, no humidity. So I'm happy.
Okay, I'm saying Florida too. I always put him with Florida. Well, I picture him in his Tampa Bay hat.
No, he's Louisiana.
I know he's Louisiana, and he reminded me of that right here. Well, that's right. God, that's going to be because he's near New Orleans.
Yeah, I'd love to go.
The humidity would kill me.
The humidity. I don't do well with humidity. Never have. I like it 70, 75. That's my little breeze.
I pronounce this. Mel Nomadic Adventures went to school in Cheetos, Louisiana.
Oh.
NSU.
Oh, wow.
Yes, we have a Paris, Boston, Sweden, Versailles, and more in Kentucky.
And what else?
Versailles.
Oh, wow, Versailles. Okay, like the Castle Versailles. I knew someone.
I've never heard of the Castle Versailles.
Yeah, Versailles. I knew someone that named their child Versailles. They
Okay.
named their little boy Versailles.
Well, welcome in everyone, and let us go into the news, the current news here. I haven't said this in a while, but almost every news item is good news. There's one that's a little borderline, but everything's pretty good news. So let's bring up my little current travel news stories, Nancy. You should have a song or something you do when I bring that up. Okay, so our first news story is United Airlines to step up capacity next month. United Airlines plans to fly 80% of its U.S. schedule in July. The carrier said bookings for summer travel are up 214% compared to 2020 levels. That makes perfect sense, right? This July, the airlines are taking a big step towards flying at pre-pandemic levels for the domestic network. United is resuming and adding new routes and increasing the domestic network by 17% compared to its June schedule. With customers continuing to book travel to reopen destinations across the Atlantic, United is resuming and adding its flights to Europe. Anyone fly United? Do you recommend the airlines? I don't think we ever have, right?
United, no.
Oh, BDF. Keith, welcome in, Keith. Hellos.
All right, I'm going to say hello to everyone. Welcome in, everyone.
Okay. So that's United. So that's good. So the airlines are building up.
That's
like
good.
I said, it was like overnight. But we do have a story that's kind of weird towards the end on this whole thing. All right. Now we switch to a theme park. Now we've been watching quite a bit of live theme park in Disneyland because they just opened up recently.
Yeah.
That was kind of fun. Now, Disneyland Paris is to reopen on June 17th, and around the same time, the new Marvel Hotel is going to open on June 21st. For the first time since January 2020, all 6 Disney resorts around the world will be open. It was announced that after an extended closure, Disneyland Paris will reopen on June 17, 2021, when it reopens a much-anticipated Cars road trip attraction, which I'm figuring is probably similar to the Cars attraction over in California, but I don't know for that for sure, will also be debuting in the park. In addition, it was announced that the Marvel-themed Disney hotel called New York, The Art of Marvel, will open up on June 21st. That would be neat, being in a hotel that was all themed with Marvel stuff. I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, that would be. That would be really cool.
So Disney World's open. Disneyland just opened.
Yep.
Paris opens.
Yep.
There's one in Tokyo, right?
Yeah.
There's one in, where am I missing here? There's 2 more.
Is there one in the UK?
I think there's one over in France. There's 2 more. This is Paris one, let me say. That's the one in France.
UK.
So I'm missing 2. Is there one I don't think there's one in the UK.
Okay.
Anyone know what the other 2 are that I missed?
China.
Yeah, TJ's been going. He said, whoop, whoop, the mouse is back. He's been doing a lot of the Disney World
I
trips.
want to see the mouse.
Now, Louisiana, you're not allowed to go to Disneyland. Is that correct? That it's still only allowing California residents? Welcome in, caught by Hitam Channel. Thank you very much for joining us. Hong Kong's one we forgot.
Hong Kong, okay.
Paris, China. Oh, no, Paris must be the one that I just did in France. And China.
I did say China because I did. Yeah, I did.
You said UK and China?
I
so it's
said
Hong Kong and China.
I said, I think there's one in China.
I didn't think there was one in China. That's interesting.
I said UK and China, so I was wrong. So it's Japan and China.
Okay. Now, we get back to cruising. 2021 Alaskan cruise season may be saved as U.S. Senate passes key bill.
Ooh.
This is huge. They're going to bypass or make the bill exempt until February. Let me read the thing. The U.S. Senate has passed a bill that will allow foreign flag cruise ships to operate in Alaska without calling on Canadian port, as stated by the Alaskan Tourism Recovery Act. It's a huge step to saving part of the 2021 Alaskan cruise season. The legislation was a work of Alaskan Senators Lisa Murkowski and Dan Sullivan. Next, the bill goes to the U.S. House for approval. The House will need to vote it through, and then President Biden will need to sign it. If the bill moves through other branches of the U.S. government, the next step would be for the industry to gain CDC approval to operate. So if it goes through the House, which it should, then the president will most likely sign it.
Yeah.
He should.
Yeah, he should.
At that point, the CDC is going to have nothing but to sign it. They're going to have to sign it at that point since everyone else approved it.
Right.
But from what I understand is as simple as this is right now, it could take a month for this to happen.
Oh, it could.
So if you're talking,
So
we're in May, say, so a month from now would be the middle of June. So I guess maybe by the end of June or the middle of July, probably.
Yeah, because that's
So
their busy season.
Well, the busy season, I think, is June through August. It's the
Right.
busiest.
Right.
But they could go from July, August, September, maybe. I don't know if they could push into October. They could at least get 3 months out of it. Okay. Oh, welcome in, Sherry. Thank you for joining us. Sherry is doing a group cruise to Alaska.
I know.
So
I know.
if anyone is looking to jump on these, contact Sherry.
I do.
Yeah,
That's on my bucket list. I'll get there. Unfortunately, it won't be on Sherry's cruise, but I'll get there.
Unless
someday.
things fall into place, weird things in our lives, which could. I mean, a lot of things going to happen
You never know.
to us next year.
I would like to be going sooner than later, but that's okay. It's all right.
I do not blame you. And Sherry, just so you know, is trying for watch hours also.
Yes.
So if you have a chance, pop over to her site and watch her videos.
That's right.
Okay. So our next one, back to the theme parks. Cruise theme park, cruise theme park. Okay. California to maintain mask rules until June 15th. Plan to keep your mask on outdoors while visiting Disneyland and other California theme parks for the next month. The state of California announced today that it would, well, this is really yesterday, that it would maintain its current mask guidance until June 15th, despite recent changes to the CDC's national guidance. CDC announced prompted Florida's Walt Disney World and Universal Orlando to stop requiring guests to wear masks in outdoor common areas, though masks remain required while in attraction queues or indoors. SeaWorld Orlando and Busch Gardens Tampa ditched their mask policy entirely for vaccinated guests, but they also are not checking for proof of vaccination.
Oh, they're not.
So it's anything goes in the
So
parks.
you could say I'm vaccinated because if they're not checking for proof.
The CDC says that fully vaccinated people can go without masks, but that non-fully vaccinated people should continue to wear them indoors and outdoors with a crowd. This is the biggest joke right now. I can in this heated debate at my work just yesterday is because the CDC is establishing all these rules now. You can take your mask off if you're vaccinated.
Yeah.
But there's nothing in place to check if someone's vaccinated or not vaccinated.
That's so weird. It's so that doesn't make sense. Oh well.
Well, they were so strict with everything.
I know.
So they were overcautious on everything, and then they just kind of throw this out there. So it's just very strange. Oh, TJ only 500 hours ago.
Oh, really?
So J&N Travels is another one. Please go over and support.
Yes.
The Astute Traveler tourist. Hi, guys. A long time since I've stopped by, but we're back at it. I hope you're all. Yeah. These are our friends. We met them not in person.
No,
we met them way back at the beginning of our YouTube venture. Right. They're from New Hampshire also.
Yeah, they're New Hampshire.
And we haven't really, connected much since then. That's great to see you out there.
Yeah, he had some beautiful videos of the White Mountains.
We actually
love the White Mountains.
Yeah, we actually talked way back then. Remember about collabing on something.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then this pandemic hit. No one did anything.
Well, glad to see you back.
Yes, it's great to see you back.
Maybe we can meet in person someday. It'd be so nice.
They're big travelers.
Yeah. And they're retired, right?
No.
Oh, no.
I think he was a fireman.
Okay, I didn't know if they were retired.
I'll have to refresh my memory.
Because we hope to retire soon.
That's in the cards. I hope. Let's see. He said, so we took a break. We are back. We have, whoops, we did go. Scrolled on me. He said, we took a break, but we are back and excited. Yes, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's see. TJ said, the governor of Florida made it illegal for any business to check. Yeah, I know.
Made it illegal for what?
That's the big thing, to check the vaccination cards.
Oh,
that's what that big. If anyone hasn't been following it, that's why Texas, Alaska, and Florida are in court. Actually, that's coming at the end of this thing, but that turned into quite a joke too, because the CDC wants to require vaccination and proof of it, that they have to show it.
And that's illegal. I don't get that.
Well, I'll go through that later on. So the Astute Travel, good memory. Well, every now and then I have a.
I'm not clear why having to prove that you're vaccinated would be
Oh, it's another one. Look at that. Another one less than 2 hours. Mellow nomadic adventures. A lot of people
Oh,
getting that.
hello. Well, we'll get into that later, I guess.
Yeah, I have a thing on that. We can
Okay.
talk about it. In fact, that's something we can talk about in the chat too, because that's the biggest thing right now.
Yeah, because I had planned on carrying my card when I traveled.
Well, you still should,
Yeah.
but because you don't know what is going to be asked. It could be a excursion that you're going to ask.
That's true.
Could be a restaurant, and these are just, or it could all go away by then.
It's just sad to think that, you might travel and not have to worry about the virus, but you still do, which is unfortunate.
Okay, so TK says TJ, what is it? TJ says that their puppy's been helping. I have not seen videos with your puppy in it in a while.
I was just he must have read my mind. I was just going to ask him about that. I was going to say, how come we don't see any videos of your puppy
anymore? Yeah. Okay, next one. Royal Caribbean expected to cancel Odyssey's Israel season. This was interesting. With ongoing conflict involving Israel, because now they're in that little war over there again, Royal Caribbean International is expected to cancel or at least significantly adjust its summer season from Haifa on the new Odyssey of the Sea. So they were going to take, I think it's the first time they've ever taken, or anyone's ever taken, a brand new ship over to Israel. Crew aboard the ship have already been informed that the season has been scrapped. Industry sources indicated earlier in the week that the company would need they were going to at least delay the season amid ongoing violence in the region.
Yeah.
Now it appears a groundbreaking home porting operation, which was set to see Royal Caribbean make history by putting a brand new ship into Israel, will need to wait. So that's sad, huh?
Yeah.
That came up at the wrong time.
That did.
Let's see, TJ said we've had a bunch of shorts put out the last. I have not seen them.
Yeah, because I
haven't gotten any notifications on those.
You really did read my mind, because I was just thinking when you came on about your puppy, and I was going to ask you, when are you going to put some videos up of your puppy?
Well,
and you already did, and we didn't see it. We'll look.
Well, it's really weird because I've noticed that on a few of them.
Yeah.
People you subscribe to for a while, and all of a sudden you're not getting notifications, even for the lives that are going up. And then you look, and I think YouTube likes to play that funny little game somehow.
Well, we'll be sure to catch it.
Okay. Another Disneyland. We bounce back again to Disneyland. Cruise ship to theme park. Disneyland soon will be able to welcome more visitors. Disneyland's home county is now eligible to enter California's least restrictive tier, which would allow local theme parks to increase their capacity to 35%. 35%. Last week, or up until now, I think it was 25%.
25.
So they go 35. Orange County's infection rate remained below the yellow tier threshold for the second consecutive week, allowing it to join neighboring Los Angeles County in the yellow tier. Among the many changes to pandemic rules that came with a switch into the yellow tier, theme park capacity can rise from 25% to 35%, potentially opening up reservation spots at Orange County's Disneyland, Disney California Adventure, and Knott's Berry Farm. But anyone else is still unavailable under the old tier. So I think like SeaWorld and Universal, I think, might be in the area that's still high. So they have to stick to the 25%. But that's actually, I didn't realize it was that low. We've watched a lot of videos in Disneyland that looked a little bit more crowded than 25%.
Yeah.
But imagine people that get tickets to that, though. It must have been great. The parks, 75% empty.
I know.
That would be great.
I would like that. Yeah, you don't have to wait in line for rides.
Looks like people in here, TJ, for example, I'm not sure if anyone else in here now has been to Disney World while this is going on, but it's I'm trying to think now with Disney. TJ, what is Disney World's capacity right now? Are they past 35, or is that where they're hovering right now? Okay, we go from the theme park, Nance, and now we're going to jump back onto a cruise ship.
Well, I would really want to jump onto a cruise ship. Maybe in the fall we'll be able to jump onto a cruise ship.
Seba's put in 40 pounds at only 5 months old.
The pup has put on for 40 pounds. Wow. Yeah,
Nomadic Adventures. Yes, we know Griswold, and we know the Down Under cruises very well.
Oh, good.
In fact, they usually pop into this, so you may have seen them before this ends.
Dogs don't say puppies for very long. They do.
No, I think, didn't we have a trivia question once, and they technically become dogs, from puppies to dogs at 1 year? Is that what the thing was?
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one is Norwegian Prima debuts with record sales. I would love to go on this one. We are big
we love
Norwegian fans.
Yeah, we do.
Definitely would love to go on. Earlier this month, Norwegian Cruise Lines named the Norwegian Prima the first of 6 142,500 gross ton ships. It can accommodate 3,215 passengers with double occupancy. Wow. NCL's Norwegian Prima ship has become the brand's most in-demand ship in the company's 54-year history with record bookings.
Wow.
Yeah, the bookings, I think, came out on the 12th, and they just sold out a bunch of sailings. The ship has broken the record for the most sales on the first day bookings. The Norwegian Prima is the first of 6 ships within NCL's new Prima class, which offers the most room categories at sea, more space per person, and incredible new experiences like the Infinity Beach, which features infinity pools that overlook the ocean. Norwegian Prima is quickly proven to be a game changer for the brand, even outpacing Norwegian Bliss.
Oh, I was wondering that because I was going to compare it to the Bliss.
It's about the same size.
Right, when you said...
It's a different category. Yeah. Everything's more updated and futuristic. They're going to put, on this Prima class, they're going to put one out every year for the next 6 years. So it'll be a total of 6 of them.
6 of them. Okay.
The only negative I've heard is they gave much larger percentage to suites and the Haven. Okay. So there's less from the average run-of-the-mill the cruises like us. But I don't know what that percentage is, you know? Hey, Daniel, welcome in. Better late than never, is that what they always say?
Which Daniel? Daniel
Fields. Yeah.
Okay, hi, Daniel.
Let's see. I thought I saw, did he throw it? Okay, here it was, what he threw out here. Supposedly it was raised to 50% according to Disney food blog, and all is, but nothing has officially came out from Disney. Okay, he's talking about the capacity of Disney World. Yeah. In fact, I'm going to mention when we're done this news thing about the Down on the Cruises cruise-a-thon that we are a part of, actually. Let's see. PDK, I don't know what WDW is at capacity, but Florida governor approved 100. Yeah, he approved 100%.
He did.
But at least Disney, and this is what got us mad when we went to that restaurant. At least Disney is doing it in its steps, you know, and making sure everyone's safe. It's not overnight saying okay, all or nothing.
Right.
And that's what a lot of these theme parks are doing. They're trying to be responsible and bring people back slowly.
Well, it's to their benefit.
Oh, I didn't know Daniel Fields. He stays in the Haven. We gotta make sure we get on the cruise that he's on, right?
Yeah, we want a tour of the Haven.
Well, I want to use his pool and jacuzzi.
I just want a tour. That's all. I want to see what it looks like.
Stooge tourists. Disney hasn't given an exact increased number yet, but they expect soon to many more. Yeah, I've heard all this is going to break open, and the cruise lines are going to break open. So all that's good. Okay. So that's on the NCL, which I'm going to repeat was my favorite cruise line because of one thing. You know what that is?
NCL, because of the chicken wings.
Because of the 24-hour chicken wings. That's right.
That's what he looks forward to. Got to have those wings.
Even though we don't eat them 24 hours a day, just knowing you can. Something about knowing you can.
That's right.
All right. So that is the Prima. This is the one that I think is the weirdest, strangest thing. Okay, and this is the one that says half good, half bad. It depends how you want to take it. Okay, the CDC still requires masks on buses, trains, and planes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, now tell me if that makes any sense. CDC said Thursday that masks would be required, not just suggested, required on buses, trains, and airplanes, despite previously announcing a relaxation on the facial covering protocols.
Oh.
Earlier the same day, the CDC announced people fully vaccinated would no longer need to wear masks or physically distance indoors or outdoors. So you can go anywhere you want, not wear a mask, except on a bus or a plane. I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense. You sit in a tight bar or restaurant right? And with all the people around, or hangover buffet like we saw happen, and
Yeah.
it's just strange that that's where they draw the line. According to the Washington Post, CDC director said the agency continues to update its policies, but did not explain why masks would be required on forms of public transportation, despite the changes announced earlier in the day. Last month, the CDC announced that Americans who had received a vaccine could travel safely within the United States and would no longer have to get tested before or after unless required by destination. Now, to me, this was the argument we got in at work. It's ludicrous. The CDC saying this. You either do one or two things. If you're gonna either say no one has to wear a mask, but to say only vaccinated people. If people are not wearing the mask, then they're not gonna tell them that they're not vaccinated. They're just gonna say I'm vaccinated. Right? Everyone's gonna say that. No one's gonna go to a restaurant and say, "Are you vaccinated?" No, I'm not. Okay, go home. You right? It makes no sense.
No.
Anyone else have feelings on that? Oh, Mr. Kenneth is in the house. Thank you for joining us, Kenneth. Let's see.
How's the job search going?
Yeah, Kenneth just graduated from college.
I take the summer off, Kenneth.
I'm trying to think of his state.
I take the summer off, Kenneth. Enjoy it.
That's right.
And look for a job in the fall. You earned it.
Disney World.
Summer's so short.
TJ says Disney World is waiting now for Orange County to waive the mask mandate indoors before they can do. Okay. So we're back out. So we're in California then, right? Orange County. I'm assuming he's talking in California, but no, he must be talking.
Orange County's Florida, unless there's an Orange County in California.
Yeah, well, I think there was one of both. Okay, so he's talking Florida. So he's waiting for the indoor rules to change before they have. I guess that makes sense, though, right? Because if you're limited indoors, right, it's going to throw off the amount of people in your park. Let's see.
I look forward to the day when we don't have to wear a mask.
It's coming. I'm telling you, it's coming. We're looking to travel in the fall, and I think we're going to be able to.
I hope so.
He says that includes mass transit, local buses, and Walt Disney World buses, and motor coaches like Greyhound buses. Yeah. Planes, trains, and automobiles.
They made a movie
and
out
buses.
of that.
They did.
Yes, I want to travel in the fall. I need to use some of my vacation time, my PTO time, as it's adding up since I didn't get to go on a vacation.
Hey, Edna, welcome in. I thought you were in Jamaica.
Who's this?
Edna.
Oh, hi, Edna.
Now I'm confused. I'm watching her videos, and I thought she was still there, but maybe she came home.
Welcome in.
Welcome in, Shannon's Reviews. Thank you for joining us.
I hope I didn't miss anybody, but I'm welcoming everybody.
Yeah, if we missed anyone, please say hello again. I hate when I miss people.
Yes, because I do. I have missed some people.
And school buses, yeah. I don't think of school buses. That's another one that you don't think about, right?
What, wearing a mask?
Yeah. Okay, he's talking Florida, TJ, which you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for coming in, Kenneth. Okay, so I'm not just lonely. There are like 20 orange counties across the U.S. All right, so it's not me.
No, I that doesn't surprise me, but I thought he was talking Florida.
Right. Well, because that's what he's been into recently too.
Exactly.
And I don't think he's allowed in California. I think they still have, you have to be a resident.
Okay.
Daniel, you're a California person. Are you only allowing your state to go to Disneyland, or is that open up now to the rest of the world? Kenneth said job searching is still in the works.
Good luck, Kenneth.
Oh, geez, okay. Boy, Edna, am I all over the place. She said she goes tomorrow. So the ones I've been watching is her preparation. Did you get the, I think it was on the video that I have in my queue, but her second, did you get your second test? She was worried that you know how they have these false
positives.
False positives.
Yeah.
And she was afraid because that could hold up her whole trip and everything else, right?
Yeah.
We know people have had that happen.
I had people at my work that had that, unfortunately. Yeah.
And it's the worst case scenario would be when you're flying somewhere, right?
Right.
Or trying to get home. You know, you hear all these people that.
I think every test out there has a false positive, anyways. No matter what test you get, it has a false positive.
Let's see. Okay. Daniel says California residents only at this time. Okay, it's still
Okay.
that way. June 15th, that may change. Okay. Yeah, because why would you open that until you increase the amount of people let in, right?
Yeah.
Because now you're going to be excluding people in your own
Right.
state from coming
Right.
in.
Yeah.
Yes, my results were negative. Okay, excellent. That's
Excellent.
fantastic.
So where is she? She's
And is going to Jamaica,
She's
and
going
she's
to
going to
Jamaica.
scatter her husband's ashes over there.
Oh, that's what he wanted. Oh, that's good that you're able to do that for him.
J&N, hey, did you hit all your? No, we're still plugging away, getting closer, but we're still plugging away. Thanks for asking. And anyone that hasn't hit the thumbs up, we always appreciate thumbs up. It helps us out. Okay, the last news item is, and this one makes me laugh. If we all could have a job like this. Okay,
What?
let's see. Let me get over to my next picture. Okay, judge refers cruise lines suit against CDC to mediator. Cruise lines, their customers, the state of Florida, and the U.S. government will have to wait a little longer to learn whether a federal order keeping ships idle can stand. A Tampa federal judge overseeing the state's civil case against the CDC referred to the matter to a mediator Tuesday with instructions to hear the position of both sides before June 1st.
Oh, wow.
Mediators are typically summoned in the hopes of coaxing both sides into settling their differences outside of court. The lawsuit filed April 8th in the U.S. District Court in Tampa names as defendants the CDC and the Department of Health and Human Services. Would you like to have a job where
Yeah.
if someone tells you to do something, you just say, tell someone else to do it?
Yeah. Just pass the buck there.
I just think that's absolutely incredible.
Wow.
So they go to court. They were hoping for a resolution. The guy judge put off for about a week and a half, and then all of a sudden he decides, I'm not going to make the decision, which is probably a wise decision on his part, because if he rules against the CDC and the government, it's not going to be bode well for his career, right? And it makes you think maybe he leans a little bit more towards the states because that's why he's wavering and having someone else do the dirty work. So I think that's incredible. So now they can they could be talking from now to June 1st with a mediator, or they can blow it off and just go in there on June 1st and say, we can't come to a resolution. So it's just another month. Well, it's not a month at this point, another 2 weeks here. You got to wait for any decisions.
Crazy.
Let's see. Yes, thank you very much. Don't forget to hit the like button. TJ says Disney World also opened a bunch of restaurants on Saturday and expanded dining times to some, including Chef Mickey's, which now, TJ, are you going back to Disney relatively soon? I forget. I forget he had a trip in the waiting.
I don't know. I like Chef Mickey's. We've been there. That's really a nice place.
A lot of people don't like it, but we liked it a lot.
We liked it. We enjoyed it. Yeah.
Edna said, "You play this?" Yes, we do. We have one right under there that says videos for the whole year. Yeah. Anyone that wants to do that would greatly appreciate it.
And have a safe trip, Edna. When's she leaving again?
Oh, Edna, thank you very much. We would appreciate that. Whoops.
What was that?
I put the wrong one. She's going to run our playlist overnight.
Thank you, Edna.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, have a safe trip to Jamaica.
Hey, Michael and Bella's Travel, welcome in.
Hello. When is she leaving?
Okay, she's leaving, I think she said tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
I have to scroll back up very soon.
Yeah, have a very safe trip. I hope all goes well for you.
And TJ is going to Disney in 18 days. I think that's his third trip this year.
Yeah, TJ. Sounds fantastic.
Now, his wife Kayla is a school teacher, right?
Yeah, she's a special education teacher.
I was wondering why he's going in the hot weather, but he's got to go around her schedule.
Yes.
Let's see. She's leaving the mine. Yeah, Edna's leaving the mine.
Okay.
Mellow Nomadic Adventures. It's been only to the Magic Kingdom. Yeah, I had a friend that did that.
They only just went to the Magic
Kingdom. Yeah, they got all the way down there and all these great parts. We have a habit. When the kids were growing up, we'd go down to Disney every other year. I had a timeshare.
Yeah.
And we'd spend 14 to 17 days. And we would have at least three days at least on resort hopping.
Yes. Yes.
And that was as fun as the theme parks.
It was fun. Yeah.
One day was the monorail resorts. We take it, go to the resort, walk around the resort.
Well, I remember our kids swam in all the pools at the resorts.
Yeah, that's right. They can get away with it.
They could get away with it. We didn't, but we let them do it. We had their bathing suit packed in a bag and said, go in their pool, and they enjoyed it. Yeah.
Kayla's last day is Monday. Okay, yeah, I think Danny from Griswold got out. I don't know if it was this Friday or past Friday.
Yeah, because he's going to Colorado.
Right? That's right. He's going on the 17th. Wonder if he's
doing all the national parks.
I wonder if that's this Friday or if it was this past Friday. Let's see. Safe travel. Wishing that safe travels. I'll stop by your place soon. Thank you very much. I was in Orlando for my cousin's Navy graduation. It was so long ago. I wish I had more time. Yeah, it's tough to be down there. And they really get you too. What we would do by going every other year and going for that extended time, we buy the 10-day pass, which only limited us to one park. You couldn't do the park hopping back then. But it was great for us because now you could split the day. Yeah. We do half a day there, maybe go to Universal or just spend at the pool. And it was a relaxing way to do it.
We had wonderful vacations. We were very fortunate to have gone to Disney as much as we did. It was wonderful.
Right.
One year we didn't go to Disney, but we went to Daytona Beach and we did Universal Studios. That was the year that we skipped Disney, but we did Universal. And Daytona Beach was beautiful.
It was. Okay, let me speak a moment before we get back into the chat on... I don't know how many of you know about this. Where are we here? Okay. Sean from Down on the Cruises put together a fundraiser, and he's co-sponsoring with two other channels, Bikers, Crazy Adventures, and Us and More. And what they're doing is they're trying to do fundraisers to make money so that every year they can send a minimum of person that it basically, I forget what the exact definition is, but it's someone who most likely would never be able to go on the cruise, and it's someone unfortunate that they couldn't afford it, and it's a fundraiser for that. So this year they're doing it, and it covers the person and then I think their companion or whoever's going with them. So to kick it off, Sean is running from Down on the Cruises, is running a cruise-a-thon on June 5th. No, why did I write down June 9th? I think it's June 5th. Let me look at the calendar real quick. It's a Saturday. I think I wrote down the wrong number, Nance.
Yeah, it's a nice opportunity for someone who would not be able to go on a cruise and maybe have always wanted to go on a cruise. They can do so, and they can bring their companion or in some cases maybe a caregiver, and they can enjoy a cruise vacation.
So it is June 5th. So it's June 5th. I think it starts at 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't have the list of people here. I think he's still putting that together. And when he does that, one of our lives will put that up there for people to see. We're one of the people, I think he put us in a 3 o'clock, moved us to a 3 o'clock in the afternoon slot.
Okay.
And it's just basically an all-day thing to raise money for this charity or cause, I guess, right?
Yeah,
so
charity.
Anyone that's not doing anything that day or anyone, I do not have the links handy. I don't think anyone, let's see, is there anyone in the house that would have the links? I don't have them here, but you can go over the Down Under Cruises channel and they'll have links there. And I'll make sure I have links next time we talk about this. But I just want everyone to know about this.
Yeah.
It's such a nice cause. And
it is. I mean, I think everyone should go on a cruise once in their life. You got to experience a cruise. So
right. So that is that fundraiser.
Yeah.
So that's a good cause. Now we're talking about. I would love input from people out there. Has anyone looked into cruises? Has anyone booked any cruises? I'm waiting for some kind of deals to come out there. Mm-hmm. I don't have it with me here today. My little spreadsheet thing that I keep. I put mine together. I call it the anal cruise spreadsheet, and I put all sorts of cruises I'm interested in and break them down, and I follow them. I see how the prices change each month, which I'm going to update tonight. So I'll have an updated one for my next live. But is anyone else book a cruise? I'm curious what you're booking. I'm still looking for someone out there that's been on an MSC cruise and can tell me if they're worth it. It seems like no one has been on one that I
No.
talked to.
Where do they cruise out of? MSC cruises out of
MSC right now, I think, is going to Florida.
Florida, so we'd have to
I want to say it's Miami. Yeah, that's the downside.
That's the downside. We like to drive to the cruise ports as opposed to flying, but I guess if we were tired, then that wouldn't be a problem.
Mello says, oh, wow, so cool of you to promote this. Well, it's a good cause.
It is a good cause. I really feel that everyone, that was a good idea that Sean has. I think everyone should experience a cruise vacation.
And we're looking for this fall. I'm still hoping with the stuff that's breaking, we're hoping to do an October or November cruise this year.
I hope so.
I'd still like to jump on a ship.
Yeah.
The problem we have is, I don't know if it's a problem, but next year we're looking at big changes in our lives where Florida won't be as tough a place to sail out of. This year, we like to drive to the port, which would be Boston, New York, Baltimore.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of hoping to find one there, but we do have other cruises listed, and MSC is one of them. TJ says he's going on a Thanksgiving cruise on Harmony of Sea. We're waiting until things start to book another way, and that's the thing. There are some special out there I like to just use as placeholders, but I just don't want to jump on the wrong cruise because there's probably so many we're going to be interested in once it opens up.
Right.
Janice Gregory, welcome in.
Hello.
I don't think I saw you come in earlier. Thank you for coming in March 2023, Panama on Celebrity Edge.
Oh, she's going on the Panama cruise. Oh.
Well, I don't know if that's not on your bucket list, but that's what we talked about.
No, we talked about it. Your uncle's friend went on a Panama Canal cruise. She loved it.
Well, my uncle did too.
I didn't think he went.
Yeah, I think they all went.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's interesting. But even the Celebrity Edge, we have a friend up in Canada who has been on a couple of celebrity cruises, and those are actually on my list. The problem with them right now is the price on those is too high for us. But we have a habit, what we've been doing, God, forever, I guess, on cruises, we tend to list the ones we want and then wait till it gets a little closer and the prices really drop, and then we pick the one that fits the best, right?
Right.
Let's see.
That's our
TJ
system, or your system, because you're the booker.
Yeah.
He's the travel agent. He books them.
We've been getting weekly calls from Carnival to book through.
Oh.
Yeah, Carnival's going to go wild. I mean, the stuff that's happening there, they're kind of hinting around they're going to go on non-vaccine cruises. So I think everyone's waiting on this compromise to see, because Florida's the number one cruise port.
Yeah.
They've got a ship. Is it Carnival? Yeah, Carnival, I think, has a ship hanging out in California to go to Alaska if that opens up.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it looks like this bill will pass. So as soon as that happens, you're going to see probably cruises out there from, I guess California's they're going to be able to sail to California before they can do that. But Celebrity, Janice, you've been on them before. It looks like a nice cruise. They have a great package right now where you book a cruise and you get the internet and the drink package included in it.
Oh, my next cruise, I definitely going to get the drink package. We didn't the last cruise, but I think this next one, I'd like to do that for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice, but
it is nice.
It's got to be worth it.
I'm not a big drinker, but I think I'd like to sample certain drinks, and that's a fun way to do it.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, it's great to do it. You just got to do the math.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I don't drink a lot.
I think if you go on one of these group cruises, you almost have to in a way because you find yourself just partying more than you would if it was just me and you, right?
That's true. That's true.
Mr. Larry from Plum Cruises dropped in.
Larry's here. What time is it there, Larry? I stole John's line.
That's right, Larry. I should have told you that. It's 2:45 p.m. here, Larry. Kenneth, I can't wait. I'm sure you meant wait in there. Wait for the group cruise. October 2022. I know. Exciting things. Kenneth has never, I think I had heard, Kenneth, right? You've never seen the ocean.
Oh, really? He's never seen the ocean. Oh.
And he's not that.
Where does he live again?
I'm trying to think. I keep forgetting what state he lives in. I think it's inland quite a bit.
It's a blast on a cruise ship. It's so much fun. My first cruise, I was 27 when I went on my first cruise, Kenneth. I did get a little seasick, but I did take some medicine, and then after 3 days, I was okay, and it was smooth sailing from then on. So the first couple of days was a little rough, but
We don't even know if we get seasick. It's funny.
well, I don't anymore, but I did. My first cruise I did. I was 27. That was the very first cruise I went on. I had one of those patches that you put behind your ears, and it helped me, but it gives you dry mouth, and you felt a little funky. So I took it off after 3 days, and I was fine. But it did help.
But do we really know if because don't we usually get paranoid that pop-up pill the
We
night
do.
before?
I get a little
and then we don't
nervous.
take one
Yeah.
the rest of the trip.
I always take one just in case, because I did 10 years ago. I got seasick when we went on the cruise in 2010 with your family, and I actually vomited. I was that sick.
Oh, thank you for sharing that. Okay.
But then I was fine, so it didn't ruin my cruise. But the last 3 cruises I went on, I didn't have any issue.
Yeah, like I said, we usually pop one just out of it, and then the rest of the cruise were fine.
Yeah.
So I think it's more of a
that last
just kind of fake us out, right?
That trip in 2010, we did have some a little bit of rough seas.
Yeah, we haven't had.
Yeah.
You're right. There's been a couple,
Yeah,
but they haven't
and
been
that
real
did
bad.
affect me a little bit, but most of it is really good. It's smooth sailing, but you always have to bring or take seasick pills with you, just in case.
Yeah, I know. It's part
in case.
It's part of the thing.
Yeah.
Your packing video will be coming out soon, and then we'll show all the stuff you carry.
Yeah.
Janice says she's been on Celebrity before, and it's very nice.
Yeah. Oh, really?
That's another one that it's not the top of others. We want to do Royal Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
We have MSC up there. Mm-hmm. Princess in the mix, right?
Yeah.
Carnival we're going to do, but we haven't done that in over 30 years. So we're going to do none of those. GJ has been looking at the panorama. That looks like a nice ship.
That does look
Horizon
like a nice ship.
for our first cruise to book when we do. In the Horizon, yeah. Both of those look like nice ships. The only reason, I don't know if the panorama has, but I think it starts with the Mardi Gras. Kind of anxious to try Shaq's chicken place.
Oh, yeah. I would like to try that as well. Yeah. I want to try Guy's Burger, though, too. Our next cruise that we booked is Carnival, so.
Yeah, the only one, yeah.
The only one that we booked next year is Carnival.
And I'm not a big hamburger. I like hamburgers, but I don't usually have them on a cruise ship because I want to fill it up.
Yeah.
Stuff that
you want to get other stuff that you don't usually have. I mean, we can.
But people make the fix and bar sound pretty good, don't they?
Everybody makes that sound delicious, saying you have to have a Guy's Burger. So I'm on board with that.
Welcome in, Jonathan Short from the Six Traveling Shorts.
Traveling Shorts.
Thanks for joining us.
That should be a children's book. The Six Traveling Shorts.
Larry said, Nancy, 11:45 a.m.
Thank you, Larry.
Okay, so sorry if I keep asking that, Kenneth, but he's in Tennessee. That's not really that far from the shore, right? But
yeah.
It is inland a couple states.
He's in Tennessee.
Let's see.
Tennessee whiskey.
Hellos and hellos.
I like that.
So yeah, Carnival, it's funny. We did Carnival, what are we talking now? 35 years, more than 35 years ago?
Okay, I did Carnival when I was 27, my first cruise. So that was well over 30 years ago.
Yeah, so we did around the same time. I went on 2, she went on 1. And at the time, the ships we were on were considered, I don't know if it was mega ship, but it was something along that term. And they were only 70,000 tons.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, I had to fly to, where did I?
For San Juan, right?
I flew to San Juan.
Right.
Yeah, we cruised out of San Juan, yeah.
And mine were both out of Florida.
Yours were both out of Florida.
Talk about dating us, all right?
Yeah.
They had the midnight buffet then.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
They had lobster.
Right.
They had... You know, it's funny. People have been on Carnival. I heard Carnival still has lobster. Is that true? There's a lobster knife for the average person. NCL had stopped their lobster several years ago. They went from lobster to a lobster mixed with pasta, and then they got rid of that.
They got rid of that.
And the only way I think you can get lobster on an NCL cruise is with the with the specialty, special
Well,
restaurant.
yeah, you had. Well, didn't you get some raviolis with lobster sauce? That was delicious. 'Cause you kept ordering that as your appetizer.
That's every sit down
That
dinner.
was
I got
delicious.
lobster raviolis.
Yeah, they
Who
were
knows how much
delicious.
lobster was in them, but those were good.
It was good though. Yeah.
Yeah, those were good.
Yeah.
That was the closest we came to lobster on the ship.
Yep.
They sold my wings, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So on Carnival, I've heard though that they still serve lobster.
That's interesting.
TJ said, yes, usually the second formal night is lobster night on Carnival.
Oh,
okay. Well, that's another interesting comparison.
Love lobster.
Well, no, but that's another interesting comparison with one of the things I like about NCL is there are no formal nights. It's formal optional, but there are none that are really required. So it was a lot more laid back where I think almost every other cruise ship still has a formal night. But TJ, on the formal nights, is that you have to dress in a suit or tie, or can you get away with just a collared shirt and some dress pants? Because I heard they do the formal nights even on the ships are a lot more laid back now, which would be
that's
great
what
for
I
me.
thought. Yeah, because
we gave up on that when we went after the Disney cruise. Remember that? Yeah, and we were carrying a garment bag and all these extra shoes.
I had fancy clothes for my daughter and my son, myself. Yeah. Yeah, we carried
suits. Your father had a full tux.
Yeah, he did. He had a full tux. Yeah, it was fun though, dressing up, and the kids looked so cute. I had Johnny in a little suit and my daughter in a pretty dress. Oh, it was nice with the pictures. It was really nice.
Larry doesn't do lobster.
No, I like all seafood.
You don't like it, huh?
My last cruise, I told my husband I was going to eat as much shrimp as I could eat.
Yeah. The shrimp you can get away with.
I love the shrimp.
If there was one seafood I wish I didn't like, would be lobster because it's just so inexpensive. And then when you do splurge together, it's not enough to fill you. So it's kind of a tough one.
Yeah.
Okay. TJ says, formal on Carnival, they've gotten away with jeans, polo, Converse. Okay. So
good.
That is really good to know. So basically a collared shirt.
Yeah.
Nice jeans.
Shirt. Nice jeans. Okay.
So the pair of jeans I wear on the ship, every one pair wearing on, you wear that, polo, and sneakers.
Well, women can get away with it because they can just bring a sundress, and sundresses are easy to pack and with a little, jacket.
But you couldn't get away with that back when we went like Disney and Carnival back when we first
you had
went.
To have a fancier dress.
Right.
Yeah.
In fact, I think a tie was required.
I think so. Yeah. Well, you were dressed up. We have pictures of us.
And black shoes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Dress shoes.
I had a nice dress and a jacket. Yeah. But with Carnival, I suppose you can get away with it like a nice type of sundress. Well, that's what's fun about going on a cruise. You can go out shopping for cruise clothes. I always like that. I'm not a big shopper, but before I go on vacation, I like to pick up a few nice things.
Well, that's the thing.
And I was always like that, even when I had when I was single, and I had I had my professional job. I didn't really, spend a lot of money on clothes, but. Yeah. When I went on vacation, I'd like to go out and buy some.
Well, the thing is, you start building a little bit. If you're going to cruise every year, right? You start building the wardrobe, right? And you kind of mix and match. It's funny when you listen to different people's videos and how they pack. A lot of people don't go, like way back when we were talking, they would do 5 different outfits, complete outfits. And now what they do is they bring outfits like skirts or pants where they can cross the shirts over.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I try to do. Yeah, I mean, like when I went to California with my friend, back in '87, I think it was. I mean, I got a few nice things and just for the trip, but
yeah, you always pick up something just to feel like you're wearing something new.
I didn't have a dress-up job, so I didn't really have to. I worked as a PTA, so I didn't have a dress-up job, and I didn't have to spend money on clothes, but.
Larry says steak's a different story. Yeah, it's funny. Again, when we sit down we have a ritual, which we've mentioned before, so some of you have heard it. We kind of want to taste everything. We always feel we got to miss anything. So don't get the idea that we're being gluttons. What we do is we sit down for a very early meal
hmm
at the main dining room, and then we go to the show and do our thing. And then before about a half hour before the buffet closes, we go up there and pick out our favorites. And
I remember I was
discover some
thrilled.
quite a few good
Yeah, I
ones.
remember I was thrilled because I discovered some pumpkin cheesecake, and I like anything pumpkin. And so it was really delicious. So it's fun to, and you don't have to eat the whole thing, even, can just eat half of it, but it's nice to sample certain
Well,
desserts that you don't
right.
usually try every day.
And Larry, I'm like that. I'm a big steak guy. So what I would do is order something off the menu that hopefully was different or I could try. And then they'd always have a side of steak because one of the chicken, steak, fish, they always have one of those on every dinner item. So.
Yeah. And he actually expanded his palate. I was really shocked that he likes curry chicken now. And you like those mushrooms?
Well, the jerk chicken is
yeah.
something
So
we both
so we do really enjoy the food. I mean, it's fun. It's fun to sample certain foods because we don't. In our everyday life, basically, we'll go out for Chinese food, and we don't go out to eat that often in our everyday life.
No, it's a treat for us.
Yeah, so it's a real treat for us to go on a cruise and enjoy the food.
TJ said I had to dress in a suit every day for 11 years in the car business, so now I loathe like that. Oh, man, I hear you loud and clear. Yeah. I can't say I've ever dressed. My jobs have always been dress down, basically. But I just hate the fact of getting into a monkey suit, as we used to call it.
Yeah, I never had a dress in business because I don't have a business degree, and I worked for an insurance company, and I dressed up a little bit for that job. But basically, as a PTA, it was just casual dress.
Larry says, okay. Right, Larry says, I'm a sampler. Also like trying new foods. Ananda is picky. Well, that's the great thing of a cruise ship. I'm probably as picky as Ananda is, Larry, but the great thing on the cruise is you order something that you've wanted to try.
Yeah.
And you try it, and then you have a backup meal because you can order as many meals as you want. And that's the coolest thing.
And that's the fun part about it, right? Because you go to a restaurant, you order something, you don't like it, it's a waste of money. You can't send it back.
I never would have. Well, one thing we never would have ordered probably in the restaurant was the snails. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
And we ordered that once. Yeah. I'll never order it again. I didn't like it at all.
I've had escargot before, and I like it. We grew up eating snails. I mean, I would go to the beach and pick them and bring them home, and we'd eat them. But I like them. Yeah.
And we get this conversation on another one of these slides, but the pizza, you're always going to have your pizza, Phil. And NCL has been on the poorer side of pizza. I've heard Carnival has very good pizza. What was the other one? I don't know if it's Princess or RCL, but one of them was supposed to be pretty good for pizza. That's always a staple, no matter how full we are.
Yeah.
We got to have pizza.
Yeah, they had a lot of variety of pizzas on our last cruise. They had a certain, I like the everything pizza. So.
Glad you're back, Daniel. And welcome in Brian NASCAR.
Hi, Brian.
He's a local, another neighbor.
Yes.
The food. So, TJ, I guess anyone else been on Carnival recently? And since we have a Carnival cruise booked, how's the food on Carnival? I've heard mixed reviews, would you say, on that?
People say it's okay. So, yeah. I don't think anybody says it's phenomenal.
No, and Daniel agrees with us. NCL lacks on pizza. Yeah, I think I told the story. There was one cruise ship, I don't know if it was a gem or not, that we were very surprised at how good it was because we've never had good luck on NCL for pizza. I like the rest of their food.
I thought that last. Did you like the pizza?
No, it wasn't that good. Not on the Bliss, no. Maybe it was Escape that was good.
Okay.
I thought it was a gem, but I'm not really sure. I think Daniel's an NCL fan also.
Is he?
I think he is. I don't. He sails from the West Coast. I'm trying to think which NCL ships sail from there. Michael and Bella's Travel, they like buffets.
We do too.
I don't think you can beat the buffets.
No, we do like buffets.
Yeah, this is the biggest beef you hear with buffets, obviously, is self-service. You get the people in front of you, and you can't steer anywhere else, right? But in front of you. So you're watching them touch this loaf or move this aside, this and that. If you're looking for good points that have come out of the pandemic, that's going to be a big one because I don't think you're going to see the freelance grabbing the food like you used to in the past. Let's see. TJ says the food was good on the Vista buffet, meh. But guys, Blue Iguana, main dining, and Italian place were awesome. Steakhouse a bit overrated.
What's a bit overrated?
The steakhouse.
Oh, okay.
I'm a meat and potatoes guy, and I love steak. But for some reason, the steakhouses just don't appeal to me because I personally just don't need that high quality of piece of steak. So I'm happy with the one you get at the main dining room and then try the different foods. But a good piece of steak, I can't beat. The Blue Iguana we've heard about, that's the one that has the, what do they call it, the taco breakfast sandwiches or something like that.
Oh, the breakfast burritos?
Breakfast burritos,
yeah. I like that. That sounds good. I like everything pretty much, so I'm not picky.
My very first I want to do is a steakhouse.
Yeah.
I assume you're talking about Ship Larry. Brian Nasca, as of the 29th, Fenway Park is going back to full capacity. Fan spectators, people, I don't know how. We talked a bit about this a little earlier, Brian, too. It's kind of weird how they're just not doing it gradually. Like, I don't know what the ballparks are. I think in Texas they were up to like 100% capacity. Is that correct? And,
wow.
and in the Massachusetts area, they were, Brian, you could probably tell me the percentage, but then all of a sudden on the 29th, everything's being lifted.
Wow.
And you can have full capacity. It's like going from nothing to, it's weird. It's going to be very weird. Mello says, I'd be more into the niche places. So, yeah, there's a lot of novelty places. And then you're probably talking more about the specialty restaurants, which we have yet to do.
Right, we have. I would like to try, like, what's that specialty Japanese restaurant?
Tabanaki?
Yeah, I would like to try that.
I like to try them, but I just can't see doing the upcharge. If I got it as part of a package.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we have enough food to satisfy us. We don't need to spend extra money.
We're trying to make extra room to fit in the things we get.
Yeah, we really don't. We'll save that for an excursion.
Well, the thing is, some of the packages now included. So I guess if they did that right, or if you were on the group cruise and everyone was going, then you want to be part of it.
There's enough food out there to satisfy us without having to pay extra for it.
He just said, honestly, the steak at the Maine was just as good as the steak at Fahrenheit.
Who said this?
I'm with you, TJ.
Yeah, see, that's what.
No, he's talking Carnival, but I felt the same way in NCL. He had a nice piece of, I think it was New York strip or something, and no veins, no fat. It was delicious. Not that I'm the biggest connoisseur, but still, like as long as I like it, I'm in heaven.
Hey, if he's happy, that's all that matters. I think our son enjoyed it as well.
Larry wants a steakhouse for service. Now, I can't even tell you that. I imagine that the specialty restaurants probably have much higher service.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see. Steakhouse on Dino says the steakhouse on NCL is really good, but honestly, I had a great peppercorn fillet in the French restaurant in NCL that I like better. I'm trying to think what the French restaurant was called.
I don't know. On NCL, the French restaurant. So that's
there's a specialty
restaurant. Okay, I'm not familiar with all the specialty restaurants because we
always read them because we read on the list and the entertainment just to get to know what's there. And
I mean, it would be fun to try one time. It really would be like I said, the tapenaki. I think I would like to try that. But
was that the one? There's one that's a Brazilian. No, it's a Brazilian tapenaki. I think is the grill there. We call those grills hibachi.
Hibachi, right? Yeah. I'd like to try that one if I had to try it.
And then isn't there I think there's a Brazilian one that it's all you can eat, which of course is great for a meat person.
Yeah.
TJ said the service is actually better at the main dining on Carnival.
Oh, is it?
The way he gets to know you, the whole. That's another difference. You guys keep bringing stuff up between NCL and we have yet to be. And the group cruise, I have no problem because you get to know people, but we have not been seated with strangers.
No.
NCL, you can just sit, even if it's just two of us.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. I feel a little uncomfortable having people watch me eat. Right?
Yeah, I don't want to eat in front of someone I really don't know. Yeah.
So that would be a different experience in its own right, being at a table with strangers.
Yeah, that would be. It could be fun, though,
Larry said, good to know, Daniel. I used to work at Flambe Station before. Made a mean peppercorn steak.
Who did?
Larry.
Ooh,
he's
Larry.
He's a cook, too.
Larry's
got a lot.
Let's go. Larry's got a
big resume.
Yeah, right. That's a good way
do anytime dining, do we still get the same server? No. You do not, and that's what we do all the time.
Mhm.
It's whoever's there because it's funny. We do every time dining, but we would always go in there, try and get in there for the very beginning of the meal, like 5 o'clock, because we would go from the meal to the show,
right.
to change in, and then and getting comfortable clothes, doing something else, and like I said, hit the buffet at the last half
Yeah,
hour.
I mean, by that time we are a little more hungry.
So on Carnival, well, that's a good question because Carnival, that's new to Carnival. My understanding is every time. Who is it? Daniel's been on it, and TJ's been on it. No, I guess TJ's the one on Carnival. If you do the anytime dining, does the server follow you around?
Interesting.
Yeah, because on our anytime dining, you'd have whoever was there.
Yeah.
You'd go in and they wouldn't even see you at the same table. We never
Right.
sat at the same table
Right.
twice. What we would do is go in early, ask for a window seat every meal, and we got the window seat maybe 75% of the time, which is really nice.
Yeah, it is nice. Like I said, we don't go to fancy restaurants in our everyday life, so it's nice to be at a fancy restaurant,
Right.
having an ocean view, right?
Yeah. He just said we go early dinner if we're on the East Coast, or the late time if we go on the West Coast. Okay, now I'm gonna figure the East Coast he's doing it because it's gonna be the time difference, right?
Mhm.
So the early dinner because their bodies, so it'd be about the same time.
Yeah.
If you adjust by coast to coast.
All this food talk is making me hungry, man.
Okay. Well, what I'd like you all to do, anyone that's left in the house, just if you'd like to throw out your hashtag creator, and anyone still left in the house can go take a look at your channel.
And we want to thank our moderators who joined us today, Larry and Sherry.
Right.
Thank you very much. And I hope I didn't miss saying hi to anybody, but if I did, forgive me.
So if anyone would like to throw that in the house, and let's see here. We get Daniel. We had anytime dining on NCL, but we tend to eat early. Get too busy doing it. That's the other thing too. I know. 5 o'clock just seemed to be the right time for us.
Yeah,
because
5 o'clock.
You kind of know at the pool, right?
Yeah.
And you want to beat so you can do the shows and you can go to the bars and hear the musicians. So
yeah, that was the right time.
We have TJ, who's a creator and supporter.
Yes.
Spend a lot of time in Disney World. If people are Disney World fans lately. Larry says, the last time I did fancy dinner was our first anniversary. Was not impressed at all. Did not tip either.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not a big fancy dinner person. I think you get so much less. I just want to have a good solid meal or leave full. Yeah. That's my whole philosophy, right? Melodramatic Adventures is a creator and supporter. Larry from Plum Travels, creator and supporter, and a TA. Larry is a new TA if you're looking for someone. I think we had Sherry in here and Larry in here who are both TAs if people looking to book trips. Mr. Kenneth, creator and supporter. TJ says, I've done Royal and Carnival. I will say the steakhouse and Royal Lunch. Oh, so you've done Royal.
I know he's done Royal.
Did you enjoy Royal? Do you prefer Royal over Carnival? Because that's one of the ones on our list, high on our list.
Yeah.
I'd love to try the mega ship, even though would you say we're kind of smaller ship people?
Yeah,
but
we are.
It just looks like such an experience, right? Yeah, I'd love to know someone who's been firsthand. I'm still trying to find my MSC person who's traveled on MSC. We'll update that spreadsheet tonight and see where we stand. So any other news? Don't want to keep you people on too long. We've gone over our hour. There's no new news or chat. I think Nance will say good day. So thank you very much for coming in. We really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you all. It was fun. And remember, stay young and have fun.
And
Bye.
I don't know. We won't be going live this weekend because Nancy is working.
That's right.
I may pop up and do something. I'm not sure. But if not, we'll see you next Wednesday at 2:00. So thank you very much. Let's see, a couple last things here before we get off. I've done Royal Ink. Let's see. go back a little here. Okay. I've done Royal and Carnival. I will say that steak. Okay, that's he did that one. I was on a very small ship on Royal, and there was Matt. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do the small ships on Royal.
Yeah.
Give me the second chance. Harmony of Seas. That looks like that's what I think he's doing at Thanksgiving. He said
Harmony. Okay.
that would be a nice ship.
That would be.
I've had many fancy dining experiences. Don't much anymore. That's why I look forward to steakhouse. Yeah, and Larry, I'm going to tell you something right off the bat too. If you don't feel like going to the specialty restaurants, the main dining rooms still make you feel like you're out on a night out on a nice restaurant.
Yeah, it does.
They're very nice. They're not.
Yeah.
I think some people have the impression it's like a diner.
Right.
But it's not.
No, it's not.
Michael and Bella Travel Channel creator and supporter. Great, thanks. Great show from Kenneth. Did you see? Yes, I did. I forget what it was right now, but I did see it. Thanks, Lansing. Take care. I got to run. Thank you very much, Mello, for joining us. Have an amazing day. Great live. Oh, thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you all.
Thank you. And Nancy, why don't you say your tagline one more time? And we'll close
Thank
up.
you all again. We had fun, and I hope everyone stays young and has fun.
Thank you.
Bye.